Federal guidelines have nearly doubled the number of Black Americans eligible for lung cancer screening. Insurance companies are required to cover these tests for those ages 50 to 80 who smoke or used to smoke. If that's you, talk to a doctor about lung cancer screening. For more information and to find a screening center near you, visit acr.org/mylcs. That's acr.org/mylcs.
Listen to the man who tells you exactly how he sees it. The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,000.
When they believe that if someone says something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And no but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
Your marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Taco Tuesday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Tuesday, June 11, 2024. And we got another powerful conversation for you, so I'm going to need you to open up your ears. But you know what? This is the first show of the week, my first live show of the week. And you know how we get down. Monday was yesterday. Today is Tuesday. So I want Minister Kevin to come on the line so we can get our what we call Monday prayer in. But it's on a Tuesday. Minister Kevin, the miracle minister Kevin, how you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm feeling that highly favored.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Anything new? What you doing the weekend, bro?
Hey, look, I was over at the White House. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it on the show today. Hey, you know, we got the invite to come out to the White House. And they had the Juneteenth celebration. Hey, I'm going to need y'all to stay tuned because I'm going to give y'all an update on what took place at the White House. The truth was in the building.
So I know you go for everybody. If I got one question about that. When you went, did you have like that Malcolm X experience when he went over to Mecca? You know how he had a different view of everything. Did you get that experience?
Well, I think I got an experience of how that whole operation works up there when it comes to dealing with the White House and how you got to go through certain things to get in there. And because I was always on the outside of the White House. I walked from Milwaukee to D.C. You know, you was on that trip. Right. And it was a time before that in 2014 where I was up at the White House, but I never went inside the gate. I was always on the outside of the gate. So, you know, like I said, it was definitely an experience to just go through that process to get on the inside and be active on what happens or some of the things or events that they throw at the White House when you can come in.
That takes you back to your school days when you learned about the three branches of government, right. The White House, and all the West Wing, all that. So I bet it just takes you all the way back to that, though. That's nice.
I didn't get the tour.
Awesome. I wish I could have been on that trip with you.
I didn't get the tour of the White House. I wanted to get the tour of the White House.
Oh, okay.
But we was running late. It was a lot of stuff. Okay. It was a lot of moving parts, and they were having their Juneteenth celebration during that time. So it was interesting to see all the different people that were moving around that concept. You know, they had the concert that night. I think Patti LaBelle performed, Dougie Fresh, you know, just you know, Charlie Wilson, you know, having a good time. I didn't attend the festivities afterwards.
So 2014, that's when they had Obama in the White House. That's why you had all the, okay, I get you.
Hey, look, I mean, I'm watching.
That explains the lineup. That's all.
Hey, look, I watch, and I just, like I said, I'm there. I'm fair. I like to listen to what people got to say, and everybody knows that. And many times when we talk about having deep discussions about the black community, that's what this was about. It was the Biden administration presenting what they're doing for the community, and we could ask questions. The truth were asking some of the tougher questions out of the group that were assembled to come. But like I said, it goes to show that the Truth radio station is amongst the top in the country.
Bro, it's called The Truth. The truth hurts, so of course you're going to ask the harder questions. You're supposed to. That's your job.
Fact.
This is called The Truth. This ain't called the lullaby or the itchy ear. You gonna tickle my ear for me? No, it's called The Truth. So you got to ask the hard questions to get to the truth. So you do what you're supposed to do.
And now the responses was interesting because, and I'll talk about it later in the show about the responses that to the questions and things like that. You know, it's political, and many times if tough questions are circled around, and you know, I'm a result-based person. I like to hear our outcomes that are tangible. You know, I'm talking about for things that I can really reference for what's going on in my neighborhood. And I think when it comes to politics, many times we don't see the full effect of the politics in our neighborhoods. Like, we are wondering why things are not moving a certain way in our neighborhoods, even in 2024. And so I got after watching a lot of that, I got an interesting perspective that I might talk about, you know, when, you know, as we continue to elaborate on the truth being at the White House.
Right. Well, in my opinion, politics is not displayed in our neighborhoods unless it's election time.
Right.
That's the only time you see politics. Other than that, you see us being ignored.
I agree.
So, yeah, of course.
I agree.
But you know, that's what you see. You can't lie to yourself and say you see something other than what you actually see. We don't see the politics part in our neighborhood. We just see, or unless you want to call it taxation politics, then yeah, we'll see that.
Oh yeah, we see the taxes. You know, hey, we definitely see, you know, extra taxes that been added to our list of things that are causing the stress. So definitely something that, you know, I like I said, you know, we're going to run it down, you know, after we get this powerful prayer. And, you know, Minister Kevin, we need prayer for just discernment sometimes. You know, many times we lack discernment when it comes to the issues of our community. And I just want, you know, us to try to get more discernment and actually have a sight beyond sight than the more commercialized ideas.
Yeah, I did that prayer before about discernment. That was the whole prayer about discernment, because I know we have to have it, because a lot of times we walk by sight, not by faith. And sometimes we walk by faith. That's a blind way of going about things, but you're trusting in what you're doing. But you also have to have that discernment, just so you know inside yourself, in your inner being, that this is the right pathway that I'm on. You know, you have to have that discernment. And then when you see people around you, you have to know that these people are actually going to work for your good. Because even though Moses done what he did, he was the liberator of people, you still have to have people around you that you trust. So you got to have that discernment. Everybody is not going to be there in your camp. They're going to be on your side. Some people just plotting to wait to see when they can take over.
Hey, like I said,
people just there to get what they can get out of it.
I always tell people, you got to have a plan and a strategy. And everybody, you think that people don't have a plan and a strategy until you find out they had a plan and a strategy the whole time. So you have to make sure that you have an operational guide for your life. And many times we use the spiritual guides of the Bible or some type of moral base. But it's some people that don't use moral base principles and guidelines and strategies. They use greed. They use other things to get things done. And you got to know what your plan is so you can see other ideas that don't correspond with what you're trying to do, and then you can move accordingly. But if you don't have a plan, somebody else going to give you a plan. And that's the problem. Many times when I asked questions about politics or, you know, elected officials, a lot of people don't know what they actually can do for them, you know, and they have guidelines. They have things that they can do. And many times when we talk to these people, we don't ask them according to what they can do. We're just venting about what's going on.
Well, I think the Bible says you have not because you ask not. A lot of people don't ask to find out what their politics can do. They never go to a meeting.
Right.
You know, they never get involved or call the politician's phone number and see if they can get this pothole filled, or see if they can get this trash picked up, or see if they can get these drug dealers off of next door to them, and whatever it might be. They never call and find out if anything can happen. They just take things rather than it won't ever happen.
And they don't look in the mirror and say, it's some things that I got to do as well. Like, you can do certain things that you think that other people are going to do. You have just as much power to get things done, especially when it comes to your community, especially when it comes to the ideas of schooling, especially when it comes to ideas of neighborhood development. It's some things that we have to do to play a part too. And we can't just continue to say, hey, they have to do their part according to what they're hired for, but it's a lot of things that the people can do too as well. And we don't have to wait or sit back in the wings to wait for somebody to do it. And I think that we have to be more active and take more action more now than ever if we want to see any type of result-based idea. It's going to be on the people.
You have to. It has to be. It starts there. It don't start with the politician, because you don't want to vote the politician either. So it has to start with you.
Right.
You got to know who you vote for, first of all. And you have to be in touch with that person, let them know what it is you want for your vote. I need this done in my neighborhood. I need that done in my neighborhood. I need this to happen for our city, because I'm living here. You know, me today, just driving down from the airport back home, I can't even take the shortest way home. I got to think about taking the safest way home. That's how it's been for years. I always try to get the safest way. Even if I got to go extra 3 to 5 miles, just taking the safest way. Because, of course, going down Fond du Lac would be easier, safer, faster way home for a lot of things. But that's one of the most dangerous streets as well. But that's the city we live in. And we should have to fear driving down our city street at any time of the day and night.
That's true.
Reality, though.
And there's a statistic that says black people are becoming more victims of reckless driving than anybody else.
Yes.
We can't even walk across the street.
But if you look at these other cars that they flying by you, that's not all black people too. I noticed that.
No, it's not.
That's
look,
not,
and I'm gonna tell you right
but
now,
we are victims of because we in this neighborhood.
A lot of hit and runs ain't all black either.
Right, I know that.
Hey,
but we are the victims because we are the ones that's in our neighborhood, so we get hit by the people that's causing it.
Well, we need a lot of prayer, Mrs. Kevin. We need a lot of prayer. Hey, Truth Nation,
I'm glad that.
Go right ahead, Minister Kevin.
Go ahead. I'm just glad that you were there to make it there, they get back and everything safe. We praying for your trip and everything, that you were able to make it have a successful trip and everything. So God is still working.
Powerful. Hey, look, Minister Kevin, I need that real strong prayer discernment. Truth Nation, I need y'all to gather around the radio right now. We got to get on one accord, and we need more discernment amongst us as a people.
Yeah, Lord, we just want to acknowledge you and express our gratitude for all the good works and the favor that we receive from you. You not only show a timely mercy to our beloved brothers, but you also elevated them to speak in a position of recognition and gave them a powerful voice to speak for your people. Now, Lord, we pray that the voice will ring out loud, be heard not only in the White House, but also in the hearts and the minds of those who reside in it. And continue to bless our brother that the ways that boggle the minds of how wonderful and mighty that you are to those that you have chosen and be your vessels. We ask, oh God, that you open up our eyes, our ears, our understanding. We may discern all the spirits that are around us and know what it is that you call us to do, that we will walk in the way in which you would have us to walk. I speak life and life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Minister Kevin?
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Hey, look, when we get back, we got breaking news. Hunter Biden charged, found guilty of gun possession. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Truth Family Fest is back. If you're looking for a fun opportunity to showcase your clothing line, restaurant, nonprofit organization, food truck, or small business, look no further than doing it at our Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 17th. We are currently accepting vendor applications for our festival, and you don't want to miss out on this great opportunity to promote your business and be part of all the fun. For more information or to sign up to be a vendor, visit truthfamilyfest.com.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Don't think twice. Garage doors giving you headaches? Best way I know how to deal with it is to call my friends at Geis. Family owned since 1955, Geis is the trusted authority on garage doors and openers in southeastern Wisconsin. Trust me, I use them too. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to match your exact needs. For fast, reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com or call 262-784-4250. GeisDoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Tune in to the award-winning 101.7 The Truth Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the T-Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Heidi Chada, the Vice President of Employment and Community Service at Milwaukee Center of Independence, about their transformational Concordia 27 project, which showcases the positive momentum, diversity, and investment in the near West Side. Again, that is the Community Spotlight with Milwaukee Center of Independence this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. Right. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. I need you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In my cells, that's my celly.
Hey.
Made in the image of God, that's a selfie.
Hey.
Pray 5 times a day, so many felonies. Trump! Who gon' post my bail? Lord, help me.
Biden!
Hold up.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hunter Biden, federal jury found Hunter Biden guilty on all 3 federal felony gun charges he faced, concluding that he violated laws meant to prevent drug addicts from owning firearms. We got some audio. Let's listen.
We are following breaking news this morning. A jury just found Hunter Biden guilty on all 3 federal gun charges. Let's head to Wilmington, Delaware, where that verdict was just handed down. Rebecca Castor live outside the courthouse there. Rebecca, good morning to you. And I'll tell you, the jury did not take long to come back with that guilty verdict.
Bill, they did not. Between deliberating for an hour yesterday and then 2 hours today, it was really just about 3 hours of deliberations. Not a shock with this verdict for most of us covering this case. Legal analysts mostly agreed that this case was very straightforward and should have been an easy win for the government. That's what we saw. And with the jury only deliberating for 3 hours, it appears they also thought this case was pretty straightforward as well.
When is sentencing in this case, and what kind of jail time does he face?
So we do not have a sentencing date yet, but Hunter Biden does face up to 25 years in prison. But because he is a first-time offender, he'll likely avoid any serious jail time here.
What? Now, Biden also facing tax evasion charges in a separate case, and now he's a convicted felon. He could be looking at a tougher sentence in that case now.
Exactly, and he's going to go into that case now with a criminal history, and we know traditionally that does not play well with judges or juries, so this could really have a significant impact on his next trial.
Rebecca, what is the president saying about this? Has there been discussion about a presidential pardon?
So before the verdict came out, President Biden said that he would accept the verdict and not pardon his son. Of course, depending on how November shakes out, that could change. But as of today, we haven't heard any new updates from President Biden. Ironically, he's actually at an event today with a anti-gun group that are very against any sort of gun felonies, which is exactly what his own son has just been convicted on. So kind of an awkward schedule here today for the president.
Yeah, I would say so, Rebecca.
Hey, Look, and you know what's weird about the whole situation? The Biden administration been pushing for tougher gun laws against people who did what his son actually did. Like, they're the ones pushing for the strict background checks and things like that. And his son violated a lot of the policies that they're trying to push. That's interesting. And, yeah, I mean, my dad's the president. And if I do get caught up in a mess like this, he does have the power to pardon. Now, they can say whatever you want to say, but if you were a father and your son got caught up like Hunter Biden, where there could be some serious jail time, you going to not pardon your son? Hey, in a statement, Hunter Biden said he was disappointed by the guilty verdict, but grateful for his family's love. President Biden expressed support for his son in a statement and said he would respect the judicial process. Maybe, look, I'm going to tell you this. If he does make a move to pardon Hunter Biden, that would mean all the things they're doing with the gun laws, that would contradict all of that. DJ Brother Z, what would you do?
If I was Biden?
Yeah.
I'd let my son rot in prison.
Hey, he might save his life.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Hey, you know what I told my son? If you get out here and you embarrass the family, you're going to have to eat that. Hey, don't call me. But if you out here doing righteous and things happen, I'm going to be there.
Right, like if it's good trouble.
If it's good trouble, if it's things that you believe in and you standing for the righteous, I'm going to come. I'm going to be right there with you. But if you go out here and embarrass the family, doing things that you know we don't stand for, things that, I don't approve of, then that's your decision. You're going to have to eat that.
It would be different if this was Al Capone's son, but this isn't. This is Joe Biden's son.
This is the president's son. Hey, look, it's on Joe Biden. I would think that his son would think that the big guy, Joe Biden, would give him a pardon, won't let him face any hard jail time. And you know how they get down when they think you got the silver spoon in your mouth and you go up in there. I would doubt if he would see the general public. And don't family members have Secret Service? I don't know how far.
I would imagine.
I don't know how far the Secret Service duties go, but I think close family members get access to some Secret Service ideas. I wonder, was the Secret Service around when was they looking the other way when he was using the crack? Interesting. Well, when we come back,
they do get protection from the Secret Service.
Okay, so they get the protection.
Well, actually, until they reach the age of 16. So, by Hunter, he may be too old.
He may be. But like I said, all of that is high-level dealings with community, the presidency, with him acting like that. And then they got his laptop, and then he got the tax issue coming up. And he's going in, like they said, he's going in there with a felony, which means in this case, how I guess a lot of black people don't even get this, where they say this is your first time committing a crime, we're going to give you a slap on the wrist. You need lawyers for that. They don't tell you that. You need good lawyers. To get the slap on the wrist for your first time, you need the good lawyers. You got to be paying for a good lawyer if you look like Tory Lowe, you know what I mean? But Hunter Biden can get that benefit of the doubt where this is his first time becoming a felon, and he may not get that serious jail time like that. But going into the tax stuff with a felony, hey, Big Joe gonna have to come out with the pardon. Barb's in the chat says, I hope President Biden pardons his son.
Maybe for the financial stuff.
Well, I think the laptop showed up in the trial, and let me tell you something. I know he gonna use the pardon. I know he's going to pardon his son. He's not going to let his son go through no serious jail time. Plus, if he can approve his son he'll
probably just get house arrest.
Well, he approved for his son to be with his brother's wife after his brother died. So they approved that. They pardoned that behavior.
It's very pink toe behavior.
Hey, that's very, very pink toe behavior. Hey, but look, when we come back, we'll have a pop culture report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you tired of renting and giving money to a landlord? Come to the June 15th event at North Division High School from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. where you can speak to Axe Housing coaches about home ownership, listen to keynote speakers, and meet their banking partners. Get started by going to axehousing.org and clicking on virtual orientation. You can also register for the event there too. Visit axehousing.org today to register. That's axehousing.org.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
I think you're spoiled. You have too many choices. We sometimes forget that having choice is a luxury. I can remember when I was a little kid, I either ate what my mother cooked for dinner or I starved. I didn't have the luxury of choice. Now we can choose anything and everything. We can choose which apps we want to be a part of. We can go and pick a new mate. We can decide what food we want to order. We have an unlimited amount of choice, and I think that we forget that choice is a luxury. You are either a winner or you're a loser. You're either going up or you're going down. You're either free or a slave. You are either woke or you are asleep. Those are called binary choices, and it's tough for people to understand just having two choices in a world that inundates us with unlimited choice. I know you don't like the candidates that are on your ballot come November. Guess what? They probably don't like you either. But you only have a binary choice. You either want this country to excel and succeed and explore new industries and be honest and fair about racial inequity. You either believe in climate change or you don't. You believe in democracy or you don't. You want a country that will do whatever it can to help people, all people, regardless of gender identity, regardless of national origin, or you want to take the low road and vote for the person that only wants to help himself with no regard for anyone else. Choice is a luxury. Unfortunately, too many of us forget that it's a luxury. Binary choice is all you have in November. I hope you choose wisely.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on The Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers here on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
You Democrats have been...
Watch yourself.
Democrats.
Yeah. Hey. After the cheese.
Always. Wisconsin cheese.
And Harry Noni Juice. Juice World in the building.
I always keep it juicy, y'all.
How y'all doing? Hey.
Big Shot.
What? Hey.
Oh, you missed a Big Shot. Hold on. Hey, so I don't know if y'all peeped on YouTube Live right now, Truth Nation, but make sure you go to YouTube and chime into the Tory Lowe Show because, okay, this man has changed some things up, all right? Tory has went to the White House and now has came back in an all-white hoodie.
Oh, wow.
This the White House effect? That's what it does.
Oh, wow.
Programming.
Hey,
you presidential.
No, it's just I didn't know if I wanted to dress up because I've been wearing a lot more blazers lately.
I saw the blue blazer.
Yeah, and so
looking real Democratish.
Well, like I said, I'm not a Democrat.
Yeah.
I'm not a Democrat. I don't. People who listen to the show know how I get down. But like I said, it is what it is. I used to be a deacon in church. I used to wear suits every day for 7 years straight. I just choose not to do that. Because I got burnt out doing that.
It's pretty hot in them suits.
And you want to be comfortable. I love comfort, y'all. Like, that's why I'm a sneaker girly over a heel girly. Like, I love a cute, comfortable look.
Yeah, that's why I wear hoodies. That's actually, that's what they talk about with radio personalities. A lot of times radio personalities get into this habit of just wearing comfortable clothing. Because it's like we come and do our job and stuff, but we want to be comfortable so our creativity can flow.
Of course.
I agree.
So
you got a hoodie on, too.
I do. It's my Nike hoodie.
It's a jump, man.
Yeah, man. You could probably see me wearing this in probably about 54 episodes.
He's wearing it at least 3 times a week, probably.
Oh, wow. It's his comfort blanket.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Ben's going through a hard time. Throw the hoodie on.
Yep.
For real.
Some people
are happy.
I have a couple clothing items that are more sentimental than others. Like I got a hoodie that I used to wear everywhere. It was like an old Adidas hoodie until it started tethering and everything. And I still don't want to do nothing with it because it has a lot of sentimental value. Because when I walked from Milwaukee to Chicago, I used to wear it. And then situations in the community, I used to wear it. So it has a lot more sentimental value. So when I wear that, it's a calming idea.
I feel that, dog. I wonder if that's just like a guy thing though. Like, do women have like clothes that is just like sentimental? Or
I think that's just a human thing. Because
like when y'all wear y'all boyfriend's t-shirts.
We can, because we can be nostalgic, sentimental about things. I have a very tough time getting rid of some clothes because I'm just like, I know I don't wear this anymore, but it just brings back so many memories. Like old hoodies from middle school and old shirts from high school, and I want to be able to keep those. Maybe show my kids one day. Like, this was the school.
You want to show your kids your clothes?
Yeah, like this is where I went to middle school. This is what our hoodie looked like. This is what all of that type of thing. And people sometimes keep a lot of clothes and looks come back in style. So they'll be like, oh, my mom gave me this old leather jacket from back in the day. So some stuff you want to keep because it's just it's just part of the time.
You know what I wish I would have kept? Some of my old, some of grandma's and grandpa's old clothing that they had in the closet back from the 60s and the 70s. Sometimes
original pieces
with the fur around the collar and all that stuff. I mean, I wish I could have got that and saved it.
Yeah. Because it's like, who got it now? People give a lot of stuff to Goodwill and thrift stores and stuff like that, and you wearing somebody else's grandma's shirt.
Right.
That's true. For the low. True. I ain't gonna lie. The oldest piece of clothing that I do have is actually a zoot suit. Y'all know what a zoot suit is?
Nope.
You know what a zoot suit is, Tory?
No.
Come on. You don't know what a zoot.
We may call it something else, but.
Okay, so Truth Nation, if y'all know what a zoot suit is, make certain that you do text in because your boy Benjamin has a zoot suit. All right, so for my
is that a onesie?
Nah. So check this out. So my 8th grade graduation.
A romper?
It could be, but no, seriously. My 8th grade graduation, I ended up wanting a zoot suit for my graduation celebration, my ceremony, right? But basically, a zoot suit is imagine a gentleman wearing a suit. And the top coat usually stops at the waistline.
Oh, like on the Mask.
Yeah,
like Jim Carrey when he turned into the Mask.
Yep.
He had the like yellow zoot suit on. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So it's basically like a trench coat that's like a
crop top.
No, it's like
a longer trench coat idea, but it's made a little bit different.
Exactly. But I still have it. It's like 21 years old. It's still hung up in my closet to this day.
So you giving it to your kids?
Nah, but I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to throw it on like every decade or something.
How
like
you gonna
that.
throw it on? You said it was 21 years old.
It's still in good condition.
You got it. It's 21 years old. I'm thinking
I got it when I was 13.
Yeah.
Was it pinstripe?
Yeah, it's pinstripe.
You was the same size as 13.
Nah, so the crazy thing is, I couldn't really fit it when I was 13. But
so
now
you kept it up until 32.
I became a man.
Did you have the hat with the feather too?
No, I didn't have the hat. Just got a nice tie with it and stuff. But hey, man, anytime they were, in high school, they'll do like best dress day or whatever, and somebody
And that's
can win.
what you would wear?
And I'll kill them
Every year?
And that's the old style. That used to be really popular back in the day.
Yep, in the 20s, the 30s, and 40s.
Man, that's not fair if you're wearing the same outfit to win every year, bro.
Hey, but if it's the best outfit, you can't complain. That's like
boo, unoriginal.
Like I used to come to the school dances in a Gucci suit. You know what a Gucci suit is?
Like the actual Gucci, right?
Yeah, you know how Stunner and Manny Fresh had in Gave Up Boots with the pimped out Gucci
suit.
Yeah, man. I had a good friend of mine. He was a hustler, but he used to allow me to borrow his stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, bet I'm with it.
You're funny, dude.
Hey man, I lived the life.
Did he get you some girls?
If we being honest, I mean, I could talk to y'all now, Truth Nation, but I was in the 6th grade. I had about like 3 girls twerking on me.
What?
Oh yeah. I came with the Gucci suit. Boy, this 2003.
I saw
2004.
a recent video where that young rapper RT, or he's a 10-year-old rapper.
Okay, yep, I know exactly.
Was it
what you're talking
RT?
about.
Yeah, and they had him in a club with grown women dancing on him.
Yeah, I think that was wild and very inappropriate.
That's it, very inappropriate.
Yeah.
And they made it like he was throwing money and things like that at 10 years old. I thought that was very inappropriate for a 10-year-old.
And
grown women.
In 2003.
Hold on,
I was 11. But it's a school dance. It's a middle school dance. Like these girls,
but they were your age. But
yeah.
I get it.
It wasn't grown women.
I get it. I'm just saying the idea is still just inappropriate for an 11-year-old to be doing.
I mean,
at a school function at that. Where were the teachers?
They was doing a lot at the dances when I was coming up.
I can see high school, but 11. Woo.
People was getting their feel on the dance floor.
Woo.
I definitely was. I was trying some things out, man, because I ain't really know how to talk to girls. But I was figuring it out.
Did you get your first kiss in middle school or what?
I actually did, bro. I got my first kiss in 6th grade.
Yeah. Doing the dance?
Nah, it was my first middle school girlfriend. Got my kiss. I said, ooh, I'm getting some.
Oh wow!
What?
Oh wow! Oh wow!
How do you even know what that meant, bro?
I saw movies. Movies.
See,
kinda...
and this is why you are how you are now, because it's just too much going on with you when you was a kid, bro.
Hey.
Kids be exposed to way too much at a young age.
And he had the pops and the moms around.
Well, no, I just had my mom around.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, you try to explore. You got little kids in the neighborhood talking about hide and go get it. You got all these other sexual
I never
ideas
played that.
You never played hide and go get it?
I never played hide and go get it.
You ever play house?
No.
Doctor?
No.
She ain't have no.
She was protected.
She really was protected.
She was protected.
I went to one party. I remember.
You didn't have no friends then.
I had friends. I just couldn't kick it with them that much outside of school.
Oh, okay.
Because I went to one I'm talking elementary. Like when I got older and it was high school and stuff, my mom was a little bit more lenient. Middle school, I was a little bit more lenient.
Your mom knew what was out there in them streets.
Yeah, but elementary school, every single time I would go somewhere, my mama had to be there. And I remember I went to one sleepover and she picked me up early in the morning that next day. And I got there the night before extremely late because she's just like, I don't know who be in people's house. She still talked to my friend's mom and everything, but you still just, you never know. So
salute to Miss Juice WRLD for being that type of parent.
I remember I was in the 3rd grade and there was this one girl having a birthday party, right? And she invited me and my mom wasn't about to let me go because she was like, no, I don't know them. You don't, da-da-da. But my dad was like, no, I'll take you. So my dad took me and I was having a good time or whatever. And I kind of rubbed it in my mom's face when I got back. But I remember them kids at the party, they said they was about to go in the house and play spin the bottle or something like that. And my dad was just talking to the other adults that were there, but I noticed the adults were not paying attention to what the kids were doing. Something about it felt a little wrong. So I think at the time I told my dad oh yeah, I'm ready to go because I didn't want to go in the house. So I was like, I'm ready to go. I had enough fun.
So when did you get your first kiss?
That was probably
college.
No.
Freshman year.
Well, no, if we being real, like my actual first kiss that my mom told me about, I was like 1.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Nah. Okay. So the one that you could remember, like something that you remember.
The first one, maybe 8th grade.
What happened?
It was just this boy I was talking to at the time.
Was it Flavor Flav?
He looked like Flavor Flav. I ain't gonna lie to you. I still remember his name and everything. And then he ended up
gotta be the only person I know that said they had a crush on Flavor Flav.
And she was in middle school. Your middle school taste was horrible.
I was in middle school.
The power of television.
All you had to do was be funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was very not that hard. If you was funny, it was. I was like, oh my God, you cute. But I remember this boy. He gave me my birthday present, and he tried to give me a kiss, and it was the most awkward thing ever in my life. And I was like, wow, that was so lackluster of an experience, and I was kind of traumatized, to be honest with you.
It doesn't sound like it.
No, I was actually traumatized.
And he looked like Flavor Flav. I'd be traumatized too.
I ain't gonna say no names, but he ended up moving, and he left. His family went and moved out of the state, and that was that.
Oh, wow.
No, that's crazy. I'm glad your family actually protected you from the streets, okay?
Yeah.
Because there's things out here that you need to...
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Because, I missed out on a lot of other experiences, riding
but
bikes.
you intact.
Joining a gang.
I mean, just regular kid experiences. Just having fun outside, just kicking it,
Playing doctor.
Not playing doctor. There are other things that were going on outside than just doctor and house.
You had no neighborhood friends.
I had them, but they had to come to my house.
But you played kickball, though.
I didn't play kickball.
Oh, did you ride a bike?
I did ride a bike a little bit. I wasn't good at it, but...
You ain't get on a scooter?
I did do scooters.
Okay, cool.
I did do scooters.
You had skates. I could see you with some skates.
I had skates. I didn't know how to skate.
Wow.
You had a computer, no internet.
No, I had an internet, and I would play The Sims all the time. That's why when the internet came along and people wasn't really playing outside no more and everything was on like Facebook or, Blink, remember Blink pages and stuff like that, I got really excited because I felt like I could fit in now and like actually talk to my friends in a normal way since I couldn't go outside.
You know what? I learned a lot about you today on the show.
Yeah. I'm very nuanced.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll have some pop culture report, Truth Nation, with Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice.
I was keeping it just to y'all.
Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
Hi, I'm a volunteer for Donald Trump.
Yeah, what do you want?
Your vote. Come on, Trump's our guy. He says he's the best guy ever for Black America. Better than Barack Obama.
Better than Obama? Trump's the guy who told America Obama was born in Africa. Never respected him enough to even accept him as president. All his white supremacist friends loved that one.
Man, that is old news.
Old news? Here's what's not old news. Trump is telling us right now he wants to be a dictator. Says he'll rip up the Constitution. Says there'll be a bloodbath if he loses again like last time.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't heard that.
Trump calls all those white folks who attacked the Capitol on January 6th heroes and patriots. He wants to pardon them. What do you think he'd be saying if it had been black folks who attacked the Capitol?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. He'd call them criminals and thugs, say they should be in jail, and throw away the key.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. I'm sticking with Biden.
Me too.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Okay,
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to erieinsurance.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship or if I need a job? Where do I go?
You go to erieinsurance.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's erieinsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to erieinsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, has called Milwaukee home since 1903. And Miller High Life is proud to sponsor the Milwaukee Juneteenth celebration. Miller High Life and Beer Capital Distributing.
Gear up for more Brewers action when the crew takes on the Reds June 14th through the 16th. Plus, get a Sal Frelick bobblehead on Saturday the 15th. Find your spot at brewers.com/tickets.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin. It's amazing. And Carrie Noni Juice.
I was keeping it juicy, y'all.
Hey, what's happening then?
What's happening then?
Hey, what's going on in these pop culture streets?
Benjamin.
You know what? I don't know if you guys have been following along, but I have, because I'm a hip-hop head.
You are?
Apparently, Young Thug's case is all up in the air now.
Right.
If you guys have noticed or actually seen, Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, was actually held in contempt of court in the Fulton County Jail, just as of yesterday. All right? And now people are saying, hey, you know what? Young Thug might actually be going down because ultimately he doesn't have anybody there protecting him. Have you guys been...
Right, but when your lawyer goes in contempt, who represents you, or do they put the whole thing on pause?
That's a good question. Like, that's really what I'm trying to figure out myself, because it's like, again, Young Thug has been fighting this.
Because he can't just sit there by himself.
Correct.
And then
and he's like, he can't defend himself.
And then the attorney says, okay, if you're going to hold me in contempt, let me be with my client in the jail.
Right.
Well, let's listen and see what's going on with Young Thug.
The YSL trial is taking a dramatic twist here tonight. Rapper Young Thug's attorney ordered to serve time in jail. I'm Blair Miller.
I'm Sean Gables. He'll spend nearly 3 weeks behind bars for criminal contempt.
Atlanta News First Madeline Montgomery was the only reporter to speak with the person who is representing that attorney about this decision tonight. Madeline?
Brian Steele's attorney is actually the same woman who initiated the removal of District Attorney Fani Willis from the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump. She believes she'll be able to appeal tonight's decision.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt.
Not the decision many in the courtroom were expecting.
I was surprised by a couple of things. First, that the judge held him in contempt.
About a dozen defense attorneys showed up to support Brian Steele, who's representing rapper Young Thug in his criminal racketeering case.
Anytime a member or criminal defense lawyer is making a motion in good faith and they're being shut down by the judge and threatened with jail, that's scary.
The reason Steele was held in contempt by Judge Ural Glanville?
The judge was having ex parte communications with the district attorney and a witness. That means he was talking to the district attorney and the witness without anyone from the defense being present. And that is generally considered improper. So Mr. Steele found out about that. He made a motion for a mistrial, and the judge demanded that Mr. Steele reveal that source.
Steele's punishment?
I'm going to order that to be taken into custody, incarcerated at Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends.
I think it went well. I mean, anytime you walk out of court with your client, that is a good thing. And I do think that the appellate courts will take interest in this and will probably be able to overturn it.
That is wild that this trial been going on for months.
I mean, years at this point. Years.
I'm talking about, he's been in court in actual trial for a while now.
Correct. And it just seems like to me like they definitely want Young Thug. Like they've had all these key witnesses come up. Nobody's has snitched on YSL except for Gunna, allegedly.
They said Gunna didn't even get asked to come to trial.
Yeah, we heard what Gunna said, right. And that's all they really wanted from him when it came down to his deal that he
his affiliation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's just interesting to me that they really want Young Thug, and it seems like Young Thug's career is never going to come back ever again.
So you don't think he'll ever be able to come out?
I'm not sure. I hope so. Hopefully Thug win this trial. But unless, all the things that they said that he has done and has been a part of. I just
wonder how much he has played a role in all of this, if they really want him that bad.
I mean, a RICO charge isn't, ain't nothing light. Donald Trump was faced with a RICO and he was found guilty.
I get it, but I guess I'm saying, is he the leader, or are they using him to try to get to somebody else?
He was the funder, the primary person that was funding the group.
He's marketed
off of his rap.
Yeah, like he's being marketed as the leader, but I just wonder if he really, somebody really truly in the background.
City Boy 826 says appeal court will not allow the judge to legally convict the defendant by removing his attorney. I mean, he can't just sit there and his attorney is in jail. They're going to have to hold the process up, or is there some type of way where they're going to let him out of jail just to do the trial?
Yeah, honestly, that's a good question. I mean, I don't think, as we've seen before, that black people get a fair shake in trial anyway.
Right.
So
exactly. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, and this is a big fish idea when it comes to Young Thug, his popularity. They're trying to make an example out of him, and Fonnie Willis, the one that actually brought these charges, was the same person that brought the charges against Trump, the election fraud charges. So she was trying to hit the violence and the elections at the same time.
Yeah, maybe she bit off too much.
It sounded like
too much on her plate. Maybe Trump's people can actually help out Young Thug. They were like, we mess with Fonnie.
He need to help himself.
Hey, sometimes you just need friends in high places.
All right, well, I thank y'all for that pop culture.
Cocaine high places.
Cocaine in the White House.
Cocaine in the White House.
Hey, look, I appreciate y'all.
Hunter Biden smoking crack. No.
Hey, he a felon now. He found guilty on 3 charges.
That's true.
Well, thank y'all for that pop culture report. Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice.
Always keeping it juicy, y'all.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to open up the lines, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Truth Nation, join me, Sherwin Hughes, on Saturday, June 15th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at North Division High School for Axe Housing's free home buying seminar in partnership with BMO Harris Bank. Visit axehousing.org today to register for this informative event where you can be put on your path toward home ownership. There are absolutely no income limits. Meet with home buying and financial coaches who will answer any and all of your questions you have about the home buying journey. Get pre-approved for a home loan on the spot and so much more. Register today by visiting axehousing.org.
Carrie, where's Tory Lowe and Dr. Ken at? I'm trying to knock these commercials out.
How am I supposed to know, Sherwin?
Well, I'm about to do their parts because my impressions are on point anyway. This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon, and I want you to download the Truth app in the Google Play Store and Apple Store so you can never miss my show or any of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Really, Kyle?
Sherwin, you are crazy.
Sherwin, your impression of me is horrible. Move. Give me my mic.
I guess I'll just repeat what Sherwin said. Go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store to download the 1017 The Truth app today so you can take the home of Milwaukee Black Talk with you wherever you are.
Can't listen live? Download the new 1017 The Truth app on your smartphone today to catch up on all your favorite shows. Search 1017 The Truth on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store so you don't miss out on any of the action.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go. Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car, and there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory, you want all the action or you want all the smoke? I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man, how are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. And sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From one to four, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Joining me in the studio is the queen, the advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Salute.
Hey, what's happening then?
Hey, you tell me, Mr. President.
we was out at the White House.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about what the Biden administration has done for the black community.
Well, that wasn't a long conversation.
Oh, it was a lot. They had some people talking. They had a whole agenda. You know, they had a whole agenda. They gave us a press release. They gave us a whole thing, and
right, they gave y'all.
Right.
I'm saying, like,
but they have to, because we got to have some kind of reference. But we asked the questions, and salute to Truth Nation, Kyle Wallace, Cherie Harris, and Danielle, and myself for asking the tough questions. We were the tough question section.
Good. I'm so proud of y'all.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
And you know what? This let me understand how powerful Black Talk Radio is.
Right.
And when they have to have a discussion about the black community at the White House with the now that I'm a member of the media,
right?
I was invited there to have that discussion at the White House with the Biden administration.
As you should have been. Again, right now is a pivotal time because, they always said that, blacks was going to have to link with Latinos, that the black vote individuals, black men wasn't voting, black folks wasn't voting. But at the end of the day, here we are again. And
back in the same familiar situation.
About the same people who they stated wasn't voting. You know what I'm saying? The same people that they massively, incarcerated and took their right, to vote when they been convicted. And we're in a time now where now we have, Donald Trump being convicted of 34 charges. He's still able to run, for president.
And then we got Hunter Biden convicted of 3 felonies, and he's the president's son.
Hey, it's a pivotal time.
Right.
America is really on trial right now because, the reality of what's transpiring, both of these people, Hunter Biden and ex-President Trump, walked out of court.
Right.
And they're still free.
Well, they gotta have a sentencing day.
Correct.
Now, when this happens, when you got good attorneys.
When you got money.
Okay,
no doubt.
Sometimes we can't see everything because we got a public defender.
We got pennies, no doubt.
We can't. You gotta have good lawyers to have those certain luxuries during trial.
That is correct.
But they had an itinerary. They talked about tax fairness. There was a senior economic advisor to the president. He gave some of the things that about taxes. People that are making under $400,000 will not be taxed. With some of his policies when it comes to tax and things like that. So, but I was thinking, like, we just got taxed.
Come on,
twice since January.
I mean,
with the referendum. They halted the referendum. I don't know if they're gonna halt the taxes.
Probably not.
Okay, so all this stuff about halting things, I wonder, do they halt the taxes that come with that?
Of course not.
And then we got the 2% increase.
Correct.
So we being taxed.
Regardless, and all I'm saying, like with that list of things that they said they did for the American people, even with the,
Well, let me finish. Let me finish the list. We got a whole list here, and we just got to talk about it because this is what happened.
All right.
Then they had the OTR. This was Mayor Benjamin. He was a senior advisor to the president, director of public engagement. And his part of the briefing was off the record. Like, this was supposed to be something where this mayor was supposed to be able to talk off the record. But yet, I don't even know when he talked about the director of public engagement, I asked him a question. And the question I think I asked him was, there's a lot of talk about the black male vote this time around.
Correct.
And I also asked him, what has the Biden administration specifically done for the black male in America? And then he kind of got,
shifted in
it was just everything they say that they're doing for us. Many times when we ask the question, everybody gets a piece of it. Like everything that they bring out, like healthcare or things like economics.
Correct.
These are things that everybody indulges in. Everybody gets paid. Nonprofit dollars coming into our community. We have many of our nonprofits have black face, but white people controlling the finances.
All facts.
So, I'm just trying to find specifics, not something that's everybody is taking part in, because I'm seeing that when we talk about the Ukrainians and the Afghanistans and some of the LGBTQ and the illegals and even the transgender, there are specific things that they can say,
pinpoint,
or testify that they're doing specifically for these ideas with policy.
Yes.
But when it comes to when we talk about black, anything when we say black, it's conjoined with a lot of other things.
I'm just not going to do anything just for blacks. I'm going to do it for everybody.
And that's what she said.
Kamala Harris said that.
Then they was talking about housing, and Adrienne Todman, she was acting security of HUD. And you know what I like about this idea? It was something that, even though housing is up and the corporations are buying up all the single family houses that they can, it was something that we have on the Truth called Axe Housing. And they'll be at North Division. Sherwin Hughes has events where they can get pre-approved and get housing ideas. But you got to, sometimes the requirements.
The red tape.
Sometimes the requirements on some of these things, it's a turnoff to a lot of people because it's just not that simple.
It's not.
So when you get there, you're thinking, okay, I'll have this resource, but yet you hit the requirements,
the red tape.
And now they want to put you on a journey of a year to come back in a year and maybe have it all together. And how many people actually say, okay, I'm accept that challenge, go through whatever the process is of credit building or, whatever they need to do to get to that point where they can actually participate or become a beneficiary of the program. A lot of people just, I'm not, the requirements are a stopper.
It is.
Gets in the way.
Especially because I remember before I bought my house, back when my daughter was smaller, I went to one of the HUD meetings, and there was a catch-22 to the point of you couldn't, if HUD allowed you to buy the house, you couldn't sell it for 5 years. You would have to live in it. Like it was a whole bunch of stipulations. So yeah.
Then we were talking small business with the head of Small Business Administration, and it's so much dollars that they're saying that they're putting towards small businesses, but yet you see a lot of people not being able to stay open.
They just pulled the money that they was giving small black businesses for women. They just pulled that. They just stopped that.
Hey, so what I'm saying is, I wanted to know, was there any accountability
right
for the dollars that they're giving to these programs for the people who are operating these programs? Many times we don't know that these dollars are out there for us.
Correct.
Because of the mismanagement of a lot of these programs.
All facts.
And to me, I wanted to know what Kyle Wallace actually asked a question about the mismanagement as well. These dollars are coming in.
Yep.
And we talk about this all. Look at NPS. Look at SDC.
Come on.
The financials are being mismanaged, and we're not receiving the full benefit of a lot of these programs, even though the administration may be giving money to these ideas. Where's the accountability to those who are receiving these dollars? And do they have to have like a report card or a sheet or audit to show where the dollars are actually going and how effective it has been, these programs? That was a tough question because we didn't get the answer for that.
You're not going to get the answer for it except for the reality of that. Again, if there was any accountability, if there were records, they would be able to pinpoint exactly what they've done. They can't do it.
That's what I'm saying. So like I said, and salute to Kyle and Cherie and Danielle and myself for actually trying to press some of the harder ideas, because we see that they talk about the billions of dollars, the millions of dollars that are coming into the community, but then what we see is the mismanagement of those dollars.
Correct.
And people are not being held accountable.
Not at all.
For messing up those funds or ciphering those funds that come into the community.
Embezzlement is real. When we looking at just America in totality, even in the city of Milwaukee, where all the mismanagement is happening. Everybody talking about these cliffs. Everybody still talking about taxing the people.
Right.
The people are getting taxed, and you're telling me that these so-called professional finance supposed to be giants don't know where these monies are, or can't prove there is no documentation or data that showed that it is helping the streets, that is helping the people.
Right. And many times when we talk about, and I talk about, we need to audit a lot of these organizations, because the biggest organization, SDC.
Yep. NPS.
And we've been talking NPS, SDC. Hey. You know, I'm sure that many times when we talk about progress, we have the dollars that are coming in from the state. We have dollars coming in from the federal. And then a lot of times we're a Democratic stronghold. A lot of these people are Democratic, liberals.
All facts.
You know, where they are managing these nonprofits.
Correct.
And then we're wondering, okay, why this money may be coming in, but when are we going to see it hit the street?
It's not.
And we don't see it hit the street. What we do see is a lot of meetings.
Come on.
A lot of meet to meet. And then to me, I say, well, if that amount of money is coming into the neighborhood, where's the federal crimes? That's federal. You're messing up federal tax dollars.
This is what I'm
saying. That means the federal should come in and deal with that, and even the state at certain point should be able to have what we call RICO charges.
Facts.
On everybody that was involved.
Connected, because it's a whole bunch of people.
You just can't have the black face as the fall guy.
You sure can't.
Who's not even managing the finance.
Facts.
He's not even over the he's not the comptroller.
No, not at all.
He's not the finance advisor or the finance director.
Come on.
So how is him taking the fall going to resolve it when the people who was managing the money is still running around loose?
For real. The overseers of him, you know what I'm saying? And those that are connected. Again, it's a conglomerate. When we talking about crime, the crime families and you know, these entities of people who, again, are real quiet right now. But in reality, like I said, you know, it don't make sense for us to so-called be the richest place. And everybody talking about, you know, these cliffs and, you know, how we're trillions of dollars behind or in the hole. So.
Well, we had also a conversation about the HBCUs and the money that the Biden administration have given the HBCUs. And that's a lot of money going into. I remember Taraji Henson was a part of helping out with the administration dealing with the HBCUs and the funding. And there was a big push to give HBCUs funding. And they talked about different things and struggles that they have had. But it was definitely, when I talk about HBCUs and things like that, I didn't go to a HBCU, but many times when you look at some of the names of the HBCUs, those founder ideas, they're not black people
at all
that founded a lot of historic black colleges. So, but the monies, we go to these colleges, and many times they're saying that a lot of those colleges didn't get the proper funding like the state.
Correct.
They were, you know, I think it either was $20 million or $20 billion or something like that weren't given to these ideas. Right. So that was a whole thing that they talked about. Also, my favorite conversation was gun violence prevention.
Okay.
I mean, hey.
And what you get out of that?
You know, George Jackson, Deputy Director of the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. He was a victim of gun violence himself, and now he's running the idea from the Biden administration. Well, I asked him a question. A question I asked him was, we talk about gun violence in our communities, but when are we going to get more preventative on the ideas? Because when I'm listening to the radio, the public radio stations, I'm listening to songs promoting violent acts and drug dealing and things like that. So do you think that the music that we listen to as far as when it comes to the youth and being influenced and the artists that they're putting out here? Is that being addressed? Because people are going to listen to it in their leisure, like how we go to Netflix and YouTube. But when it comes to like the public radio station where it's, you know, that's out there where anybody can turn the dial and we hear aggressive, violent, drug influenced whole culture, that's kind of adding influence to what's going on out here as well.
That's the foundation of it.
Right.
And it's not the artists because, you know, Ice Cube, I think it was not Busy Bone, but Crazy Bone, they stated that certain things that they were saying, the music that get put out, the executives have to okay it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in reality, somebody else is pushing the narrative of what we hearing and what we listening to every day.
Also, they have came forward now and said that they get paid more money.
They do.
They get paid more money to produce the most ignorant material that they can.
The rappers say that.
They said, Meek Mill said this. That's how he hooked up with Diddy. But look, when we come back, I want to finish the conversation of the list of things that we talked about, the subject matters, and I'm going to finally get my final overall opinion about what took place.
Let's do it.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join us this Saturday as Carrie Noni and Benjamin will be riding clean in the Truth Truck as they participate in Racine's Juneteenth Parade. The parade starts at 10 a.m. Can't wait to see you there. Also, catch the Truth and Sharon Hughes at the Axe Housing Home Buying Seminar. This will take place at North Division High School from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know whether it's a new home or a new car, you've worked hard to achieve your dreams, and we work hard to protect them so you can enjoy the utmost peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Heidi Chada, the Vice President of Employment and Community Service at Milwaukee Center of Independence, about their transformational Concordia 27 project, which showcases the positive momentum, diversity, and investment in the near West Side. Again, that is the Community Spotlight with Milwaukee Center of Independence this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next. on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top, yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Diamonds dancing on your neck, better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Getting money, get rich, baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. MLB, icy gang, better tap in. Tap, tap.
Hey, Milwaukee's biggest party on the lake starts next week. Guess what? The award-winning 1017 The Truth has the hookup for you. Now is your chance to win a 2-pack of Summerfest tickets and a pair of wristbands to see Key Glock and Big X, the plug, live at Summerfest. Call 833-212-1017. Caller 7 right now will win these tickets and wristbands. Once again, Summerfest tickets, a pair of wristbands to see Key Glock and Big X, the plug, live at Summerfest. 833-212-1017. Be caller number 7 right now and win 2 tickets and wristbands to Summerfest to see Key Glock and Big X, the plug. Hey, pow! Caller number 7 right now. Get them Summerfest tickets. You know, I like Big X, the plug.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I like him. We was playing this stuff.
Yeah.
We've been playing this stuff.
Facts.
You know, but we just came back from the White House.
Yeah.
You know, and to me,
presidential.
You know, to have a discussion about the black community and to be able to have the input to ask the tough questions and actually be in the room of these conversations is truly powerful, to get that invite to have that conversation, because if anybody ever listened to the show, you know, they know how my stances are.
Right.
When it comes to the community, I'm an advocate that deals with day-to-day issues in my neighborhood. So I may not have the same opinion as somebody who's running a music station.
Correct.
We're a talk,
entertainment.
Yeah, we're a talk news station.
Correct.
And we talk about political, we talk about education.
Music.
And then on top of all of that, we're advocates in the neighborhoods as well.
Facts.
So I may ask questions to try to figure out certain things that I see, and I will never let nobody dictate to me what's going on in my neighborhood. I'm an active member of my neighborhood,
right,
and I deal with some of the most egregious incidents in my neighborhood. So you're not going to be able to shape the narrative that I have, because I'm active. And you know, Truth Nation, I always do those call to action so for us to get out and see what's going on, so we can't be dictated to, or somebody can shape our narratives about what's going on in the neighborhoods, because we outside.
All facts. And salute to you, you know, because again, that is a powerful move for the righteous.
Right.
Because you didn't take no shortcuts. You wasn't entertaining, you know, you wasn't cracking jokes. Again, you were invited due to the fact that your boots on the ground, advocacy, seeing the other side. So yeah, that was a powerful play.
Now, they did talk about Medicare. That was a great conversation. Chiquita Brooks LaShore, administrator for the Center of Medicare and Medicaid, came in, and they did have an interesting conversation about midwives and doulas when it came to black women and birthing. And I asked a question about, I'm seeing more people go to doulas, more black women using doulas and advocates during birthing because of the issues that was happening with infant mortality.
And the mother's dying.
Yeah, and the mother's actually dying. And sometimes it was a matter of them being ignored when they were saying things. And the pain that they were going through or whatever they was experiencing simply being ignored and downplayed. Right.
Yes. That happened to me too.
So that was a huge issue. I brought that up. I asked a question about that. She talked about those ideas being funded from a federal level and what they were doing to try to, you know, just make sure that the experience of the birthing with the black mothers and things like that are addressed. And with that being said, they put money into these situations. They can only put the money out there. And then whoever receives the money got to perform the act. So that's why I say, like,
with no overseers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the oversight when it comes to, you can throw a lot of money at a lot of things, but I'm wondering when it gets here,
who monitoring it?
Right, because it's a lot of fraud going on too.
Correct.
So to me, yes, these are great things that to hear and talk about. And I love it, you know, because we should have these conversations. And if it's money out there, we need to know, and we need to start being the checks and the balances, making sure that the money that's being put out here is being actually used correctly.
Yeah. Again, you know, like you said, the NPS, the SDC, when you think about that, and the where is the federal overseeing?
Right.
You know,
I want some repercussions and consequences.
Hey, I just want RICO to be used all across the board.
Then we were able to go out to Pebble Beach.
Okay.
They call it where the media is. They call it Pebbles Beach.
Okay.
And then we were able to talk and have conversations with other media members. And you know what I found out? A lot of the program directors and people that are over a lot of the stations, they're not like how the truth is, where we're mostly talk. They were running music, and then they may run ads. And a lot of them are just, I think they're just basically liberal to me.
Right.
They were they was just liberal off the top.
Right.
And by me being an independent and being able to factor in ideas that concern my community, you know, I had that freedom of thought. But sometimes a lot of people are already on the script, whatever the script is. You know,
they're gonna hold the line.
So they're gonna hold the line, and I'm not like that. If you're doing good, I'm gonna say it.
Right.
If there's some good there, I'm gonna talk about it. You know, if there are things that are positively affecting the community, I'm gonna talk about it.
Facts.
But if there's a lot of things that's negatively affecting the community, I'm gonna talk about that as well. So it's not for us to just always run with scripted ideas.
Not at all.
And it doesn't even match up with what you're seeing outside in the streets. The scripted, sometimes some of the scripted ideas don't even match what's going on with you and your family.
Nope. 2 + 2 don't be 4.
So you can't just give me anything and say that this is what's happening, and then I don't see it as a product in my neighborhood.
All facts.
So to me, that was a great thing that they even invited me to that, because then I get to add a realistic, more real, closer to the community experience to the whole thing. Right.
Pushback, and that's what people don't understand. Like pressure, again, allows people to grow. So having y'all in the room instead of the go along to get along, y'all asking tough questions. Like, it's not all about entertainment. It's not all about none of that. We're asking real questions in real time about real people, especially the black community at a pivotal time.
And it's election time too. And many times,
very pivotal.
You know, when it comes to the discussion of the black vote, a lot of times the Democratic Party feels that vote is in the bag.
It's automatic, right?
Like, we got it in the bag.
Yeah.
Now we just got to work hard to get the illegal migrants able to vote, or they're working on other things with other people. We wonder, how did they get that?
Trying to fast
How
track.
was that able to happen?
Correct.
They don't want you to see all of the things on the outskirts. They just want you to stand in line and just tote the water, hold the line like you've been doing. But yet we got the most questions out of everybody about what's happening.
As we should, because everything is happening in our community and to us. It's unreal. We're in a time right now that's like no other, because we're being able to see it like night and day. You know, how all of these years you told my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother that you couldn't do it, to hold up, wait a minute, we gonna get to you.
Right.
And then we're in a time now where Generation X, we done seen it all.
Right.
Where you said that you couldn't do it, that you was going to have a talk, that there was going to have to be a study for certain things. Now we got all these illegals here who have received everything that we were asking for.
Without a
everything
study.
Come on, man. Come on.
So, like I said, this is interesting, and I'm doing one with I'm doing a Q&A with the Republicans too. You know, I want to make sure we get both sides in the front
Facts.
to hear.
Facts.
And this is what we have to evolve into.
Yep.
And if you're wondering why things haven't changed, because your mindset haven't changed.
Come on.
And when your mindset changed, they have to make the adjustment.
They have to make the
Not you making the adjustment to them.
Correct.
You got to, as a community, make your community's issues not only be heard, but demand outcomes. So when the next time they roll around, you can measure the outcomes and not be blinded by the false hope or many times that come with politicians, any politician.
Yeah.
Anybody,
any elected official,
they're going to try to do whatever and say whatever to get what they want during election time.
Facts.
And so what we have to do is make sure that we hold them to certain ideas of result-based ideas instead of hope.
Yeah.
And many times you can choke out hope.
Yeah.
But faith without works is dead.
Period.
So hope to me is misleading.
It is.
Because hope don't require you to put no energy in there.
Facts. And if the energy's not in there, you're going to be drug along like per usual. But when you get up and go outside, when you about that action, they can no longer tell you that the sky is falling because you outside.
Right.
They can no longer tell you the boogeyman is coming, that this person, when you do your research, they can't tell you something that you already know without you allowing them to know, like, come on, man. Like,
it's amazing time we're living in right now. And the windows are open for everybody to understand changes within the community, changes within the person that's in the mirror, changes within yourself. We look outside and say, why this ain't happening, why that ain't happening. Well, look at the situation with NPS, where these are supposed to be educated people.
Come on.
These are supposed to be the people that went to school, got the degrees,
the professionals.
They acted like the mob.
Man.
This act like organized crime.
It is organized crime.
That's what it's looking like to me.
That's what it definitely is, and it's been that way for years, decades.
Hey, look, when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about my opinion about what happened at the White House.
Okay.
And moving forward, but I also want to talk about all of the new developments that's going on with NPS, because there have been things and ideas since I left for Washington, D.C. that happened that I want to get an update to Truth Nation. If they paying attention, I want to talk about that because the mayor made a statement.
He sure did.
And then there was an older person and a former teacher or a current teacher that made a statement as well. So we want to talk about that in the show today. Truth Nation, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Are you tired of renting and giving money to a landlord? Come to the June 15th event at North Division High School from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. where you can speak to Axe Housing coaches about home ownership, listen to keynote speakers, and meet their banking partners. Get started by going to axehousing.org and clicking on virtual orientation. You can also register for the event there too. Visit axehousing.org today to register. That's axehousing.org.
Escape to paradise this summer at Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells. Spacious accommodations, perfect for families or romantic getaways. Voted top 10 best water parks in the U.S., championship golf, the longest zip line in the area, and the #1 steakhouse in Wisconsin. Book a Chula Vista Resort all-inclusive package now at 1-800-388-4782 or visit chulavistaresort.com. Your summer paradise awaits.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
Have you ever heard of the saying, health is wealth? Or eat your food as medicine before you have to take your medicine like it's food? Well, I'm maturing in age and I'm starting to realize what it means to truly value my health. Lately, I've been paying attention to what I'm putting in my body by making changes to my diet and adding exercise to my daily routine. Look, I love to eat, and I have not always been conscious of reading the labels. My motto used to be, if it tastes good, it's all good. Now my motto is eat better, get stronger, and live longer. The truth is, it's important to make positive adjustments
that will increase your health long term. I might not be a guru on nutrition, but I do know you are what you eat. And even if you decide to eat better, you still have to watch out for processed foods, PFAs, GMOs, and other man-made chemicals that could negatively impact your health. So remember to detox your body as often as you can. There are many ways to go about this, so do your research and check with your doctor if you have pre-existing conditions. At the end of the day, it's your life, your health, and we have to make sure we're taking time to do the proper maintenance on ourselves. Also, make sure you choose a diet and exercise routine that works for you. I'm excited about this new journey that I'm on to properly take care of my body, and I hope I can encourage you to get excited about your health as well. Eat better, get stronger, live longer. Now start eating powerful.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Zima, who got the keys to my mother? Beamer, that ain't no, yeah. I want a Rari, I'm feeling godly. Wonder how much that gon' cost me, they feeling saucy. Know that I'm a problem, don't never solve me. If you came and start some drama, then bring an army. I've been going fast and it got me
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Don't forget to join us as we broadcast live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Get in the chat. Join the conversation. Also hit us up 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you want to join in on what the Biden administration is doing for the community, feel free to call in. They got a lot of information out here. I want to know, especially those that are Democratic, that are supporting the Biden administration. This is your time. We talking about Joe Biden. Now we talking about Hunter Biden too, because he was convicted on 3 felony charges.
Yep.
Gun charges.
Yep.
So I would love to hear what you had to say about that too. Hey, I'm opening up the lines 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. But this is my opinion about being at the White House. First of all, salute to the truth. Salute to the truth, Kyle Wallace, Cherie Harris, Danielle, myself. We have definitely evolved in the last 3 years to where now we're affecting the national ideas when it comes to the black community. And that's not something that I take lightly.
You shouldn't.
Because I deal with issues of many kinds.
Yes.
In my community and across the state of Wisconsin, just not blacks, but the bulk of my issues come from my community.
Correct.
And I also serve the other ideas, our counterparts as well, and they know that.
Anybody that's being, overlooked, not paid attention to, if they call Tory Lowe, he coming. So
automatic. But what I'm saying is now that we're having pivotal conversations about what has been done for our communities, we can't sit idle and sit back like we always have. We got to get involved and ask the tough questions, and we got to make sure that we're getting a clear understanding of where we stand in 2024, because we've always been courted.
Oh, yeah.
And now here we go again, the powerful speeches, the powerful conversations that they want to have with us until November 5th. After November 5th, we get the breakup text.
All facts.
So we cannot continue to go around that route without really being tough. And you don't have my vote like that.
Right. Never.
You just don't have my vote. You got to work for my vote.
Hey, and I think it's a new day because like you stated, not only the breakup text, you get ghosted.
Right.
You just don't hear from them no more.
Right.
So they get your vote. You just don't hear from them no more. When they get what they want, they disappear. I think right now,
like a one-night stand.
Yes, it's real pivotal that especially in our community, that we're understanding, the plays that's being played, because they done played the same game for so many years that, now, like you stated, we Generation X, we done seen so much. So right now, the illusions are no longer working for those that are paying attention.
Right. And I'll tell you this. I think that for the people that are trying to make a difference, us being out at the White House, being in that space, that was a win for us.
Oh, yeah.
For the brothers and sisters on the front lines.
A major win.
Because we are able to inject our ideas as well. Because sometimes we're not at these tables.
No.
In these conversations. We're not, we're told to allow somebody who we think is going to represent us. But then when they get in these rooms, they're making deals for themselves. Self-serving. And then we wonder, okay, well, we got this person that's supposed to be speaking on our behalf. Why things are not improving? Well, they got in that position many times off an agenda that's not rooted in our betterment. First of all, a lot of times when you see a big money being pushed with somebody and you look and see that the money that people are pushing behind that person, that's not black dollars.
No.
So that person is obligated to serve those that have positioned them.
Yep.
So that don't mean that that because they're black that they're there for us.
Not at all. A hungry dog is going to be loyal to anybody that feed him. So just the history of America, both sides of the war is being funded by the same people.
Right. And to me, this is why we have to pay close attention, because they have gotten us to the point in 2024 where we look at skin color as this person, or we assume that they understand the plight of our community.
Correct.
And that they're going to be in there warring away to kind of fight against the L's in our community. But that is not the case. Look at what's going on with NPS.
Come on.
Look at what's going on in the neighborhoods. These people can't even go in a room and get the potholes up off the street.
That part.
Okay, and then
we looking at the mayorship.
The potholes.
Look.
In our neighborhoods. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying. It ain't nothing personal. Just look down the block. Just walk outside and look at the potholes. How long has that pothole been in your neighborhood?
Yeah, it's just like in Whitefish Bay. Like it collapsed. They said the size of a car. Like the streets are starting to collapse. Again, in reality, King, we just have to make sure that, and I think a lot of us are starting to understand the dynamic that it's not what they told us. They told it's that was a lie. Right now, we got to figure it out for ourselves, and especially us, because like I said, when we talk about Generation X, we taking care of the elders, and we the overseers of the baby. So we got to see it all.
I believe it's our turn.
It is our turn.
And the simple fact that we're in these rooms now, having these conversations with Democrat, with the Republicans, with the White House,
with everybody,
with the landlord, with all of these ideas, because I have conversations with all of them. I'm not closed off.
The penal system.
And my influences don't drop off in no area. I'm there.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a discussion about what's going on in my neighborhood.
Realistically.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Scripted.
Yeah, you're not going to just do-si-do me, dangle the carrot in front of me.
Right.
I don't even want the carrot, first of all, so a carrot ain't going to never move me.
Come on.
What I'm here for is a result base. I want results, because that's what's demanded of me when I deal with my community.
Come on.
So I don't got time to hear nothing else. I don't got time to hear no backdoor if, I'm going to give you this funds and hit me back on the back end. I'm here for action, and we ready for the smoke.
All of it.
I'm going to bring the smoke to you if you not doing well in your position when it comes to dealing with the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're no longer being title drunk. We don't care about your title. What we care about is your resume of solutions. How many results have you brought?
I don't mind nobody getting paid.
Me either. If you're doing your job.
If you're doing your job.
Come on.
I mean,
it's only right.
I don't mind you going on vacation.
Not at all.
If you're doing your job. I don't mind
a vacation.
What if you got 1,000 suits.
Those that work hard need to play hard.
Look, I'm with it. I'm with it. Thank you for helping better the future of the young people and my neighbors and everything. I'm happy for that. But that's not what's going on.
Not at all. Far from it.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you want to join the conversation, Truth Nation, join in. If you want to talk about what has the Biden administration done for you, especially if you're voting for Biden, I want to hear it. Also, Hunter Biden, 3 felony charges. I want to. Hey, should Joe Biden pardon his son? He said he gonna let the judicial system take its course.
We shall see.
But he approved it for him to have sex with his, mess around with his brother's
wife,
who
dead
testified in court.
Wife who he had children with.
Well, he testified. She came to court.
She did, because he tried to throw her under the bus.
Hey. Look, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. We are excited to be back celebrating the 53rd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you join us Wednesday, June 19th, as we broadcast live from the Juneteenth celebration from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table to play games, win Truth swag, and say what's up to your favorite Truth teammates. The 1017 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is presented by our founding partners, American Family Insurance, Gruber Law Offices, Associated Bank, and is sponsored by Tayback Law, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union.
Hi, I'm a volunteer for Donald Trump.
Yeah, what do you want?
Your vote! Come on, Trump's our guy. He says he's the best guy ever for Black America. Better than Barack Obama.
Better than Obama? Trump's the guy who told America Obama was born in Africa. Never respected him enough to even accept him as president. All his white supremacist friends loved that one.
Man, that is old news.
Old news? Here's what's not old news. Trump is telling us right now he wants to be a dictator. Says he'll rip up the Constitution. Says there'll be a bloodbath if he loses again like last time.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't heard that.
Trump calls all those white folks who attacked the Capitol on January 6th heroes and patriots. He wants to pardon them. What do you think he'd be saying if it had been black folks who attacked the Capitol?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. He'd call them criminals and thugs, say they should be in jail, and throw away the key.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. I'm sticking with Biden.
Me too.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Mr. Michael Myers, man. Worth the money back, I keep it coming in. By the way, we were
Truth Nation, our first Beyond the Mic happy hour mixer was a hit. This is why we have to run it back. Join the Truth team on Tuesday, June 25th
from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Scene 1 Restaurant and Lounge, located at 5526 West North Avenue in Milwaukee. Indulge in delicious cocktails, great conversations, and unforgettable memories with all of Truth Nation. Plus, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., your first drink is on our great partners at PWD Computers. Don't miss out on all the fun. Join us for Beyond the Mic with Sherwin Hughes on Tuesday, June 25th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Scene 1 Restaurant and Lounge, sponsored by PWD Computers. PWD Computers, they keep you connected. Visit them today at PWD Computers on Facebook. Hey, look, we having a great conversation about the White House experience.
Oh, yeah.
Truth Nation is worldwide now.
Yeah.
Everybody ears is listening.
As they should.
Powerful.
Doing the work.
That's what's up.
People that do the work deserve, people's attention.
We're going to head to the lines. White Widow, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
All right. Oh, I'm so happy that you went. I saw you on Facebook. You look so tight. I represent. I'm proud of you. Hunter Biden, this is, you know what? They got him because he lied and he said he wasn't a junkie on his application for a gun. That's a trip. Every junkie lies. They took him to court just because who he is. Come on, any medical professional will tell you what's the first thing that junkies do. Lie, lie, lie. So it's all political. It's kind of garbage. Mayor Cavalier, why are you not benchmarking Cleveland? Cleveland had the same situation. The legislator of the state took it over as well with the mayor with MPS.
You talking about the mayor takeover of MPS? No. The mayor should take over MPS.
MPS and the legislature in Cleveland they did, and they succeeded. So
our system ain't running too right over there at the city. So why would take one system that's struggling and give it to another system that's struggling?
Come on.
I'm interested in that.
No, I'm saying that Cleveland has done that. Their schools were in just as bad problems as ours. It's a success story. The mayor stepped in and the state legislator and took it out of everybody's hands and started running their public schools. It succeeded. It's been known nationally.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that what I'm saying is
the administration here is struggling. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Therefore,
that's you talk about Cleveland. We got our problems with what's going on at City Hall. So I'm just interested.
I know, but
if one failing system taking over another one.
I'm saying it's a remedy. Cleveland succeeded.
It's not.
Someone else showed me another.
This ain't Cleveland. All I'm saying is, if we were succeeding,
but how did they do it?
Hold on, listen to what I'm telling you. Don't try to tell me something. Listen, okay?
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, if one system is having issues, almost the same issues and the same questions, why would they take over another system that's in shambles? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, well, when we come back from break, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Truth Nation, join me, Sherwin Hughes, on Saturday, June 15th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at North Division High School for Axe Housing's free home buying seminar in partnership with BMO Harris Bank. Visit axehousing.org today to register for this informative event where you can be put on your path toward home ownership. There are absolutely no income limits. Meet with home buying and financial coaches who will answer any and all of your questions you have about the home buying journey. Get pre-approved for a home loan on the spot and so much more. Register today by visiting axehousing.org.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone?
so different?
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the-reason to get started.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
And wolf?
Oh, a wolf. Oh!
What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
Whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory, you want all the action or you want all the smoke? I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the Queen, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden could face up to 25 years in prison and a fine up to $750,000 at the sentencing.
Yep.
This is something that just took place. The sentencing came in. Hunter Biden found guilty on all 3 federal felony gun charges. This is interesting. What the big guy gonna do? What Big Joe Biden gonna do about this?
We shall see.
I'm watching.
Time will tell.
I got the popcorn and the soda.
No doubt.
It's even talk that Biden should pardon Trump too.
If he gonna do his son.
They saying that because they're saying that he weaponized the justice system.
He did.
Against his opponent.
All facts.
So, hey,
I'm here for it.
I'm here with the popcorn and the soda.
Too.
If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Also, join us as we broadcast live on YouTube and get in the chat and holler back.
Hey.
We're going to head to the lines. Al, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, the first thing I want to say is I don't care about Biden being a junkie, because every family got a member who's a junkie and secret. So I don't care about that. Furthermore, he's white, he's privileged, he will be okay. The other thing is I keep hearing about this 94 crime bill. Please correct me. What didn't 58% of black people voted for that crime bill? Wasn't 58% of them black, including the Congressional Black Caucus? Because I keep hearing the 94 crime bill, but I don't hear nobody getting down and dirty on these black folks who look just like me and you who voted for it.
All facts. I don't know if it was...
The Congress, well, they was all liberal, though.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was 50. I don't know what the percentage was, but a lot of black folks did vote for that.
Right, so I'm like, because I keep hearing this thing, and I know if things don't work in our favor when it comes to just as well as we vote them in, we need to vote them out. You can't ask the devil to be the bigger person.
Come on.
Just like with this George Floyd bill. Even if you get the George Floyd bill, he still get 3 meals a day. He still get to see his family. Your family got death. So I would say ask what's in your heart. Ask for death. Ask for one law, one standard, one rule. That's what black people should be asking. I would never ask for a George Floyd bill because I can't sleep knowing you still can see your family and my family is riding in dirt. George, can't no money bring them back. And see what black people ask. Black people ask for stuff as if the bully say, okay, I'm tired of whipping your ass. Ask for what makes them think. Black people don't ask for that. We're going to go in there and be nice and civilized. No, you kill my child, I want to ask, do I have the same right to do to you? Land of the free, home of the brave, where we all are created equal. There's a double standard being pushed. When you start asking that, then they will probably start thinking, okay, because remember, for every law, there's a loophole. You just got to find the right attorney to pull that loophole, but we keep asking the bully to be civilized. I don't want to be civilized. I don't want Benjamin Crump. I don't want George Floyd. I want to see you hung from a light pole, soaked in raw honey and bird seeds while you're eating alive. See, it has to be true equal. It has to be true equal. What we're asking is not equal. Okay, the liability has to be equal. If mine is dying and they're dead, I need to be able to sleep knowing that you're not going to be able to see yours neither. But see, if we're asking for one person to be the bigger person, you're not going to get nothing in your favor. In order to get your enemy and the devil to think right, you got to think like them, but you got to think even worse. So when they go low, open the devil's door. Stop going to things with a Jesus spirit, and even Jesus wasn't right considering all that rape and slavery that was going on in that book that he pushed himself. So I'm going to end it on that note. It has to be equal. Land of the free, home of the brave. One law, one rule, one standard. You can't kill my child, and you can see yours. Now I'm being the bigger person. I don't need to be the bigger person. I need to have the same equality. We're not asking for that. And then you will get what you want. Have a great day, by the way. And before I go, please stop leaving them wine bottles on my side of the street. Keep that over there with your paper plates. And our community won't need no neighborhood cleanup. Take care, everybody.
Hey, all right. Thank you for tapping in, Al. Winky Blue, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon to you. And no thank you, Al, for tapping in. Let me say this, man. Had I said all of that hatred stuff, I would have been cut short I would have been. I don't know if it's special privileges for people with special ed problems or what, but I would have been cut short. However, I didn't call.
I wouldn't have cut you short.
Well, I understand that, but listen, let's go ahead with this right here. Hunter Biden, his daddy, the crime bill. When I hear people talk, first, let me stop. I need 1 minute. I'm trying to do this. We're trying to pour a whole quart in a pint. Listen, first of all, White Widow called in and said the mayor should be doing his thing. Looking, I don't know how long White Widow has been involved in politics or around the school board and that, but this is something that Tom Barrett already tried to do, and they had a big meeting down there, bigger than the one we got right there. As a matter of fact, they done changed that whole school board room around now. I mean, it was bigger than that. Lena Taylor was involved. Tom Barrett wanted to do that because we were afraid that the Detroit schools were siphoning too much money out of the schools, out of the MPS, and they wanted to take control of the finances and all that. It never took place. I don't think. Why would I trust Chevy in knowing what he is to come and to deal with what we got going on? Is his stuff the reason what gave them the courage to come and do that tax hike on us? Anyway, Joe Biden, man, his son. Listen. The Bible says, judge ye not that ye be not judged. Now watch this carefully. It says, judge ye not that ye be not judged. For with what measures you judge, ye shall also be judged. So whatever you judge, then you're going to be judged at. That's just like me going around saying homosexual is bad, and then all of a sudden I get caught with a sissy in my car. Man, I'm finna be judged. They finna be talking about me.
Like they did Eddie Murphy. Like they did Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, you're running around doing those things. Okay, so with whatever measurement you judge, your butt gonna be judged by. So Joe Biden's son probably been a crackhead for just as long as Joe Biden set that crime bill up. Now with that crime bill, because I keep hearing this come from people. Okay, and then I hear it come out of Al's mouth. He hasn't really researched the crime bill. He's just looking at the incarceration part. See, under that crime bill, brother, came the CHIPS Act right after that. See, in that crime bill was a lot of filthy little maggots. The bill probably was 8,000 pages long. I don't know how big it was, but you just looking at the little part that incarcerated Negroes at face value. But what about all of the stuff that led up to other incarceration? Then once you incarcerated, what they gonna do with the babies? What they gonna do with the leftover property? See, there's a lot more to the crime bill than what you're saying. And the actual crack thing, which took place in the Crime Act of 1985, came in place about 1987. Now we don't have to worry about that Biden boy doing no real time because they go under a federal sentencing guideline. See, and he probably don't have any priors, so the boy probably get 1 year in jail, and the judge might give him a year and a day, so he'll be able to get that 54 days or whatever they do, give him good time. See, so when you're talking, have facts behind what you're talking about. He ain't gonna get no time because it's criminal action. They go by a sentencing guideline book. That dude ain't got no criminal history, man. He gonna get a year and probably a year and a day. So anything over a year and a day, you get that 64 or 48 days good time that they give you. So he ain't even gonna do the full year. He ain't gonna get no serious time. Now Donald Trump cannot be pardoned by my man because this was a state charge that he got charged with. But the governor can pardon him. The governor of New York can pardon him because it's state. Now, the feds ain't going to pardon that federal. That's not a federal case out there. So the state, the governor got to pardon him at that point.
Right.
And
but what I'm saying is if they all liberal or Democratic, Joe can have a say on that.
Have a say on Donald Trump?
If he wanted to.
Well, I don't even know if I think that might even have to go through to do a state
no, I'm talking about
pardon.
I'm talking about with the them being all on the same idea. They can have conversations to make it happen.
Well, they can do what they want to do because they just did what they wanted to do. Yeah. By law. The governor has to pardon that brother. Then I hear a commercial keep running when the guy that's doing the commercial says if they ran into the White House and it would have been brothers Donald Trump would have said all these thugs. But hold on now. Hold on. That same commercial, go back and check Obama out when them white boys killed Freddie Gray in Baltimore, and Obama got on TV and said, we got to bring a cease to these thugs, and put it up on CNN, look at the YouTube thing. See, I don't forget these things, because this is what I do at nighttime while y'all smoking your reef, not you guys, but while you're smoking reefers and drinking your cognac and turning up, I'm somewhere looking at what's going on. And I can remember and recall this. Obama said those thugs, and lock them up, bring in the National Guard. That was in Baltimore. And I'm just wording it, and maybe not like he did it, but pull it up. Obama calls the black folks thugs and that. So this kind of stuff, man, it bothers me because they're so shallow and haven't studied. These are Google people. They just go Googling stuff right away. And Google knowledge usually vanish right away. It's not retainable because you didn't study or actually read a paper or something to get it.
You didn't do
that
no
knowledge
research.
is more retainable. Okay, I got to go. Thank you, brother.
Hey, Wink, passionate about what's going on out here in these streets. Sandra, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hi.
How you doing, Sandra?
Hey, Queen.
I'm fine. Hello, Liz. How are you? And Tory, too.
Blessings, Queen.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Well, actually, I just called. I think Biden should pardon his son.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Trump got in there, he pardoned Roger Stone and some more people that were crooks and that were in jail. And so I want to see what's going to be. I mean, if it's going to be equal, we're going to make it equal. You know, if Trump can pardon, Biden can pardon. I don't think he should be scared. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know why they're putting Hunter up there, because you have all these shootings in school, kids dying, bunch of kids died in Texas, people dying at malls, grocery stores, and all we get is thoughts and prayers. I'm just wondering when people gonna wake up for real. And then that old LaPierre guy, him and his wife running over there paying $10,000 a piece, shooting elephants in the head. LaPierre missed the first shot. He didn't kill the elephant the first time. He missed the first shot, and he couldn't kill the elephant. So the elephant was in misery with the first shot. So then he tried a second time. He missed that one, too. So then they were over in Africa. Then one of the little African guys killed the elephant. But his wife got her shots off pretty well. You can pull it up, too. I'm just wondering, now they sit here and talk all this stuff, but our people are the ones dying. Our people, black people. I have a son went to the Navy for this country.
Come on.
And so our people are the ones paying the big price. We go to the Army, military, and what did Trump say? They're not a hero. They came back, the ones that came back dead. But I think too much distraction is in this whole thing. If we focus on what we should focus on and hopefully we can get it right, because we have fought so hard for the game that we have gotten. And then now they're trying to roll back all of this, your voting rights and stuff like that. You know, the amendments.
The open border.
And, the amendments, I don't even care about that, because I worked with Alan Bradley. They had all kinds of Mexican people up in there.
Well, what I'm saying is a lot of people down in Chicago and in these sanctuary cities, these are people that have strong opinions that call me too. Right. And I listen to everybody.
Why when they saying stuff, something, I've been out of Alan Bradley since 2006. How come they weren't talking in? All these Spanish people were working up in that place.
But I'm going to tell you, it wasn't like what they experiencing right now.
No.
I don't think you can compare the two. I don't think you compare the two.
America sent the jobs to Mexico and stuff. How come they ain't staying home then? That's where our jobs went to.
Well, I'll say this. When this election, there's multiple ideas, and depending on where you live and where you stay and what you're being confronted by, then that's what's going to shape your perception of what needs to happen. We got time for one more caller? Vincent, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, Tory Lowe and Ms. Liz.
Blessing, brother
Vincent.
Okay.
All right, how you doing? Congratulations on your visit to the White House. Just want to ask you, did you see Barack Obama's portrait? Were you able to tour it? Because I've been there twice.
I didn't see the portrait. I saw Joe Biden and the vice president. I seen their pictures.
Okay, yeah, because the fact is that Donald Trump refused to put President Obama's portrait up while he was president of the United States. He probably will take it down once he gets in there, but that's neither here nor there. As far as Hunter Biden is concerned, as a white male in this country, he's had all the advantages and privileges that he believed he deserved, and being in the type of family he's in. And he made some horrible decisions in his life, and now he's reaping the whirlwind because of it. And so justice is served. The fact is he was judged by a system of his peers. They came down with a verdict that he was guilty, so he has to face the music, regardless of what it is. So nobody's saying that, hey, justice wasn't done, like in the Trump issue. Everybody says no justice was done there. And also the fact is Hunter Biden isn't running for the presidency of the United States.
Right.
And as far as Winky Blue is concerned about the crime bill in 88, the fact is that, I lived it. The fact is, in this country, black folks begged for the federal government to do something because in urban communities across this country were taken over by gangs. I'm talking about the 2-7 gang.
Which is a result from the drug culture that was implemented in the neighborhood.
Exactly. From the 2-7 to the gangster disciple. Right, was taken over. The fact is, we had crack babies being born, being in hospital, filling up hospitals. The fact is, with half a brains and be born with the addiction of crack in this country. The fact is, something needed to be done. Now, maybe local authorities maybe went overboard in certain areas, but the point is that the communities were being devastated back then, and so black folks in this country asked the federal government to do something. They said, you need to do something. You need to stop this. And so it wasn't just like the federal government decided, oh, let's go out here and lock up black people. The fact is that, like I said, the urban areas were being devastated by gangs and violence and crack babies being born. That's why you had the Bloods and the Crips. You don't hear about the Bloods and the Crips anymore, do you?
The old school dying out, that mentality died. Now it's just individuals acting on their own.
But a lot of times But a lot of times we also have to make sure that we understand when black folks was calling for that, it was like the boogeyman. What's happening right now, too? When we think about the 94 crime bill and Jesse Jackson, when everybody was standing up and testifying with that, black men wasn't bringing cocaine from, they didn't fly it in. Again, all of the small dealers and the crack users got locked up. So in reality,
it wasn't.
In reality, we have to make sure that we don't, make it seem like, all of these small dealers, they were the one that was bringing the drugs in. Because a lot of people got set up with that, especially the black community.
I understand that they weren't being adjusted, but our communities was being highly affected by it. The fact is, it wasn't small gangs, it wasn't small dealers. These were gangs. These
also,
were gangs
you had organized crime going on too that was bringing the dope into the community too.
Oh, certainly they were.
But the multiple ideas took place in our communities. This was a planned idea to drug our communities. This is on record. So and they knew the outcome of that. They already knew what this would do, and this was a part of a sinister plan, a part of the government
to fund war.
To do that. Yeah.
Come on.
So let's not just throw it on black like that.
Not at all.
All right. When we come back, we'll have more conversation. I want to talk about a lot of these things that are going on around MPS as well. We got some audio that I want to play about the alderman and the teacher, former teacher, that they're saying that they want to do something, and also the mayor has offered something. Since I came back from D.C., I want to catch everybody up on that. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's good, y'all? This is 101.7 The Truth's Tellez, and I am Milwaukee. The goal of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is to provide a platform for citizens of Milwaukee and Truth Nation to have their voices heard about concerns that have daily, direct impact. So join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you're so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Tune in to the award-winning 101.7 The Truth Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the T-Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Heidi Chada, the Vice President of Employment and Community Service at Milwaukee Center of Independence, about their transformational Concordia 27 project, which showcases the positive momentum, diversity, and investment in the near West Side. Again, that is the Community Spotlight with Milwaukee Center of Independence this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Being blind doesn't always look how others may think. Stargardt disease was supposed to define me.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down.
A blinding eye disease attempted to force me away from doing what I was born to do.
But it cannot stop me. I have the tools.
I will keep moving forward.
Pushing past the limits of this disability.
I know where to find support and where I can be seen.
Loss of sight won't blind our vision. Innovative research, educational resources, supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge in finding treatments and cures for blinding diseases. Learn more at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
This is the T-Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Nation, we're excited to be back celebrating the 53rd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you join us on Wednesday, June 19th, as we broadcast live from the Juneteenth celebration from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table, play games, win Truth swag, and say what's up to your favorite Truth teammates. 101.7 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is presented by our founding partners, American Family Insurance, Gruber Law Offices, Associated Bank, and sponsored by Tayback Law, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union. Hey, look, we've been having another powerful conversation, and I want to go over to MPS because the mayor reached out to say that he would offer some services.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
Governor Evers is calling for additional audits of Milwaukee public schools.
Milwaukee's mayor is also offering support. Bill Miston joins us live. And Bill, this is all happening as the Milwaukee Police Department says it's still investigating allegations of financial mismanagement.
Yeah, Ben, and it's unclear right now if that investigation is related to some of the latest financial issues facing the district. Now, today, the Department of Public Instruction signaling that it is supporting Governor Tony Evers' proposals for additional audits of the school district, as well as help from the city. And the school board saying essentially the same, that they are supportive of the help from the city, as well as those audits from Governor Evers. But Mayor Cavalier Johnson, though, taking a shot across the bow of school board officials and elected leaders.
We need more top-notch school board directors here in Milwaukee. Look, some school board elections in Milwaukee, they have shamefully low turnout.
Mayor Cavalier Johnson admittedly using his bully pulpit to address the problems facing Milwaukee public schools, including civic involvement.
We need more from the people in this community.
On Friday, Johnson offered his support to help select a new superintendent and the comptroller's office and its expertise in financial management.
I think the form that assistance would take is yet to be determined, but there are certain things that we may be able to assist in the short term, depending on what MPS's specific needs are.
The Department of Public Instruction told MPS on Thursday it's withholding the district's special education aid payment of more than $16 million this month because of the ongoing financial problems, including being months late on required financial reporting to the state. Superintendent Keith Posley resigned earlier this week and will get a $160,000 in severance. On Friday, Governor Tony Evers said he's calling for audits of both the district's operations and instruction in classrooms. This would be in addition to the financial audit. The governor called for using state funding to support those two additional audits. DPI said today that it supports the governor's audit plan as it, quote, could have value beyond MPS as well.
Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown. Now, since the people that rose up,
hey, man,
everybody adding their input in. Everybody they're trying to at least make efforts to at least core some things out. Audits will help. Some arrests.
Outside
arrests.
Outside
would help.
audits would help. Cavalier Johnson, he's talking about, the civic engagement. When the people were engaged about that 2% sales tax, you took the right for us to be able to put it on a referendum and tell you what we want you to do with our money. You took our right then. I mean, people are being engaged, and y'all not listening. So in reality, don't try to flip this back on the people talking about civic engagement, because when we engage, when we come to the school board meetings, and we tell y'all what we want, and y'all do what y'all want anyway.
And I'll tell you this, Elizabeth Brown, if they just let the people who they don't, if you don't fit a certain group of people, you're not going to be in these schools.
Come on. I mean,
it's a lot of nepotism and favoritism going on.
Facts.
And if you're not in a certain group or on a certain vibration, you're not going to get in there. We got young people here at The Truth that are saying that they couldn't even get in and have access to positive people, great role models.
That want to go back to MPS and give back to the students, and they not allowing them to come in.
You got books on
I have
dealing with things. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you're an advocate out here. You want to get in the system and actually deal with it.
Well.
They're not letting the right people in because you ain't their family or their buddy.
And you're not gonna continue. You're not gonna turn your head. In reality, when we talking about Mayor Cavalier Johnson and his ability to do anything for this school, this is the same mayor who put Ashanti Hamilton in front as the leader for violence and reaction, which is now called what?
Wellness and Safety.
Wellness and Safety, who has a history of violence against children. So how qualified is this mayor who allowed Ashanti, who has a history with violence on children, to be in the front of wellness and safety?
He didn't repent it.
Come on, man. I don't want to hear that.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to hear that.
Hey, all I'm saying is when we talk about management, mismanagement is on all sides, and you can name any error, any idea when it comes to the North Side, and trust me, they need to be probed into, because all the agencies around here are nipping and dipping.
Come on.
That's what I see. So how you have one nipping and dipping idea dealing with another nipping and dipping idea, we got to make sure that we if we're going to core out MPS, you got to take it one step at a time, because this is the first time I've seen in a long time that now this level of actually trying to get some resolve is taking place. And that's because the people stood up. The people got involved. And sometimes I don't like when they try to take the control away from the people. They'll try to say, okay, we're going to do this and that, and the people will fall back because these people are seemingly to have the answers. But really, they're just trying to rock people back to sleep.
Exactly.
And their job is to never let the people rise up to realize that they're the ones that have the power. They have to cipher the power to make you believe that, okay, here I come to save the day.
And I ain't going to do nothing.
I'm the one that's going to stand here and offer these services, but yet they don't even have a track record of any result-based ideas that are strongly positive and even managing something as deep as what's going on with MPS. Many times they'll just replace people,
I'm telling you,
with the different version of people who are serving the same ideas.
Same system in play.
So if the people keep the control, because we know what's going on.
We do.
We don't want to give up our energy. We don't want to give up the energy that caused us in the first place. The people should always keep their foot on the neck of public schools, on the neck of City Hall,
public servants,
public service, these organizations.
Correct.
And what they want to do is hopefully we'll go back to sleep, because they'll send people or have these meetings and say, okay, tell us the problem. We'll go in there and tell them the problem, and then it'll continue because they're taking the power out of the people's hands.
Period.
We got to keep the power. When we start something, we got to see it all the way through.
See it all the way through.
And we got to step on everybody next to get it there. And if we slack up, and weeks go by and we sit back down and say that, okay, they said they was going to do this. They didn't got on the news and said they was going to do that. It's going to come back again, and it's going to take place again, because these people are many times a distraction from you actually waking up to your true power.
And that's the ability to move them around as well. Because the sad reality is he's saying, you know, the civic engagement. And like I said, you know, these are individuals. We're talking about Cavalier Johnson and the mayor, his ability. He chose to put somebody in the head of wellness and safety.
Hey, look, like I said, but
who has a history?
But they got 4 more years, though.
No doubt.
And the thing is, regardless of what they did, they winning because they got a raise on top of that.
All I'm saying is, where's the competency?
I understand that, but what I'm saying is the people gave them another 4 more years, and they gave them raises.
You are correct.
So when we talk about MPS and people are trying to chime in, we have one of the highest paid superintendents, educated, supposed to be educated, supposed to know what's going on.
Correct.
And what we're finding out is that it didn't even matter, because everything that they said that a person that was undereducated would have done, who probably wouldn't have did that.
Period.
We were blinded by the fact that these people had the titles.
Correct.
And they're supposed to have a background.
Yes.
But now it's a huge mess.
It is a huge mess.
I need to see handcuffs.
I
don't see handcuffs
Me either.
on any of these people that have mismanaged the people's money.
Come on.
And then knew that the paperwork was messed up.
When they asked us for the money and they passed it. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing that they didn't have the paperwork.
They knew at the time that it was going to fall apart. And they still stood up, and this same mayor, you know what I'm saying, when it passed, was saying that it was a good thing.
Right. And,
you know what I'm saying?
And hold on. I'm going to say this. Because really the mayor is not even in control of MPS. So
we know that.
Because regardless of what he say, he can offer his opinion, because what we really got to do is leave it in the hands of the people.
Of course.
And what the people is going to do is continue to gut this system.
Correct. My thing is to point out major players.
Right.
Because the reality of all of this malfeasance that's going on, all of these people stood in the gap and rallied for Keith Post.
They endorsed it.
Period. And that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, but these is liberals, though.
I don't care if they was clowns.
But what I'm saying, well, some people will say that too. But what I'm saying is, if the people have to really just say, we're going to do this, and we're going to watch every phase of this, because our children is in it. And what we need to do is keep the pressure.
Correct.
And that's how it's going to change. Because, we can get these talking heads
You research these talking heads and tell me what tangible ideas that they have came up with. All I'm saying is the people, we are dealing with this. Our children are in these facilities. We coming up there every day, and many other parents complained about being handled rough.
It was a fact.
In the schools.
There were studies done with the children being handled rough. Again, we seen it for ourselves at the meeting on how these individuals handled the parents and tried to weaponize the police against the parents. In reality, again, like you stated, when the people stand up, like Aisha Carr, when she stood up, you know, and the attack came down, because again, these buddy systems is real. And especially inside of Milwaukee, who know better than me and you? Because we done seen them in action.
Of course.
They atrocious.
Hey.
And when they want you out, when you put yourself on the island, they're going to come for you. And the reality of that is, like you stated, the people have to keep the power. And we have to stand on the side of those that are willing to sacrifice themselves for righteousness.
Right. And the people power caused what we're seeing right now.
Correct.
And if you want to continue to see people react, they got to react to the concerns of the people. But there is also a strategy to take the people power away by coming in like a wolf in sheep clothing and making people believe that they're going to remedy the situation so they can go and sit back down.
And all you have to do,
and this been going on,
is look at their track record.
When I came home in 2010, I watched, I was undercover watching things. I was quiet. I was in the back of them rooms. And I couldn't believe that we even allowed certain type of leadership to even lead us.
Correct.
Because I couldn't find any tangible outcomes on these people.
It was given to us. Again, it was wrapped up in the pretty bow of he has, you know, his law degree that this individual did finance, but here we are, falling over cliffs. Everywhere we look, we falling over cliffs with these individuals with, you know, the mission statement and the letters in front or behind their names, who the so-called professionals.
Robbed the system.
And now we're in the worst position we've ever been in. And in reality, when we're talking about MPS schools, Milwaukee is the worst place to be black. Worst place to raise a black child. You understand what I'm saying? Lead in mass incarceration of majority black men and women and children. So in reality, when we really talking about this, and you have, you know, we got a black mayor, we got black everything, okay? But the reality, we are in the worst position we've ever been, and all I'm saying is put the puzzle together. These are the individuals, again, those of us who have degrees, begging or going to apply for a job to somebody who don't have a degree. So now we're looking at these individuals who saying, oh, we're going to take care of it. If you was going to take care of it, we wouldn't be here right now.
We're going to head to the lines. Eddie. Oh, we got to go to break. Oh, we got to go to break? Well, we got to go to break. When we come back, we got Eddie on the lines. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Telly Hughes for Educators Credit Union, where I am a member. Do you dream of owning a home? Educators Credit Union is by your side with better rates, lower fees, and award-winning member services to help turn your dreams into reality. Join one of their free home buying webinars throughout this summer to learn about the benefits of buying a home, home ownership grants, loan options, and so much more. Visit their website at ecu.com to reserve your virtual seat. Educators Credit Union is an equal housing lender.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at weenergies.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
How many times have we been told perception is reality? Look, I'm not here to dispute that, but as true as that statement is, it couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to social media. The way we perceive something or somebody on social media is typically nowhere near how things are in their real lives. Unfortunately, identifying the difference between people's online life versus their real lives gets compromised because people want it to be real. And that's okay. What's not okay is people trying to live up to these fictitious lives that's being presented and getting thousands of likes. You often see posts of people on vacation with the caption, "Living my best life," or "So-and-so doesn't owe me anything." Again, nothing wrong with that, but I wish people would view social media like they do SportsCenter. On those type of sports shows, they only show the highlights of the game. Highlights. On social media, you're only seeing the highlights of people's lives because you probably won't get many likes on a post that shows you stressing over having more bills than money and trying to figure it out. The point is, don't get caught up trying to live up to something that isn't even real. Influencers are going to influence, and some have made a hefty living doing so. But happiness isn't a one-size-fit-all contraption. Create your own happiness. Plan out how you're going to obtain it, and then protect it the same way you would guard your most prized possession.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Financial literacy can make a huge impact on the success of our future leaders by engaging in hands-on courses, teaching essential skills like budgeting, savings, and investing. Junior Achievement of Wisconsin is helping prepare students for a future of financial success and independence. Bring these vital lessons to your school or community. Visit wisconsin.ja.org to learn more. Junior Achievement, inspiring, preparing, succeeding.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
The lives of almost all Americans have been affected by the Social Security Act since it was signed into law on August 14, 1935. For those unable to work due to health problems, there are two main types of disability benefits paid by the Social Security Administration: Social Security Disability Insurance, also called SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, also known as SSI. I'm attorney Lauren Zwerlein from Tabak Law, and we offer free consultations to everyone. Call Tabak for the payback. TabakAttorneys.com.
Are you tired of renting and giving money to a landlord? Come to the June 15th event at North Division High School from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. where you can speak to Axe Housing coaches about home ownership, listen to keynote speakers, and meet their banking partners. Get started by going to axehousing.org and clicking on virtual orientation. You can also register for the event there too. Visit axehousing.org today to register. That's axehousing.org.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Of all the major sports in America, hockey might be one of the least diverse. which makes Tennessee State University's decision to launch the first hockey program at an HBCU look a little odd. Is there any interest in hockey in the black population? For Nick Guerrero, the answer is yes, but it comes down to access and opportunity. Guerrero is director of hockey at TSU. He says the sport's popularity across demographics in Canada proves his point.
Hockey is big there amongst all races and genders. You know, I think it's when we get down to the U.S. where there's more opportunities and more options for young kids. I think that's kind of where it changes a little bit. I think our biggest thing that we're going to show and we're going to prove is, you know, kind of like the NHL's motto is hockey is for everyone.
Starting the program at TSU should create at least one more opportunity for young black athletes in hockey. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Peanut butter seeds came perfect time. Rich, but I'm still ducking one time.
1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join us this Saturday as Carrie Noni and Benjamin will be riding clean in the Truth Truck as they participate in Racine's Juneteenth Parade. The parade starts at 10 a.m. Can't wait to see you there. You can also catch The Truth with Sherwin Hughes at the Axe on Home Ownership Home Buying Seminar presented by Axe Housing. This will take place at North Division High School from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Start your journey towards home ownership while also winning some Truth swag. 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you. All right, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today, as usual.
Oh, well, you already know what it is. Very informative. Salute to you, Cherie, The Truth, Kyle Harris, Danielle for going representing, asking the hard questions, because in reality, we know that with you in the room, we got a voice. And right now, I think that's very pivotal. Salute to Truth Nation. Salute to the city of Milwaukee from paying attention. Right now, it's pivotal. You know, a lot of doors is opening up, and we're starting to see beyond what the puppet masters allowed us to see before. You know, we're looking beyond
doing our research,
the main idea, and we starting to think for ourselves. So I just say, you know, salute, pat yourself on the back, you know, because now is the time to truly pay attention. Do your research. Know when you sitting in these people's faces, just because what's on their resume. Look for the results. Ask the people who they saying they helping to see if that's a real reality. Right now, we got to make sure we're keeping close eyes on the buddy system that is the city of Milwaukee, that you have all of these individuals that's endorsing people that they know are criminal minded.
Or they endorsing people that's in their clique.
Correct.
In their group.
But none of them have results.
And that's why they're doing it.
Facts.
Birds of a feather flock together.
They ain't got no other choice.
And so, like I said, the illusion is what they're promoting. And many times I always tell people, just if you're doing work at that capacity, there should be a track record.
It should be.
Just because you was somewhere for 20 years, that don't mean you was innovative.
Come on. Or pivotal.
That means you could have been walking in the door getting a check.
And that's exactly what's happening. So right now, I just want to, you know, take this moment to salute us, the people, because at the end of the day, it's about us. And if we're saying we want change, we got to make change happen.
Right.
Because we have allowed these individuals in these spaces and places and allowed them to, you know, serenade us with these titles. All of these people call themselves professionals. So why are we lacking on
every level? Why are we in a
crisis? Yeah. Man, come on every level?
Hey, all I'm saying is with the MPS situation, we as a people have to continue to show up, show out, continue to push the needle. Because ultimately, the axe fall at our feet.
Facts.
And we have allowed people to play in our faces.
Facts.
And this is a new time. And there's never been a better time to clean house.
Come on.
Not even to clean house, to just make sure that we can right
Yes.
the L's.
Yes.
And many times we put people around us in situations that look like they from our community.
Yes.
Got a story that they was on welfare.
Yeah.
Got a story that they was born in the streets of Milwaukee, but yet they get in these positions and they self-serving.
How soon do they forget? In reality,
That's not enough.
Salute to the people, because it's our turn. Okay, it's our turn. It's time to get active and stay active.
Right, forever.
Because in reality,
hey,
there is no them without us first. So the reality is that we have to be the parents of these individuals who we elected to put in these seats. Like you stated, it's time to clean house.
I agree. Hey, Elizabeth Brown, once again, you know, we as a people have to, we find out that we the superheroes that we've been waiting.
The whole time, Tory. It's so powerful that you say that, because I was speaking to an elder a couple days ago, and I said, you know, what I realized, I done had this conversation with you too, that when I was violated as a child, I never knew that it was going to be my adult self that gave that child self peace. And I think right now, in the crisis that is our city on every level, I think the people, we looking for somebody else to save us, and in reality, it's going to be us that save us. So right now, it's pivotal for us to understand the power that we have as a people, to open our minds and make sure that, again, everybody, that's anybody right now that's in power, we either allowed them to get there or we put them there. So just like we put them there or allowed them to get there, we can remove them. And I think that's where we at.
And I'm just excited that the energy is now going into the hands of those that truly care about our neighborhoods. And we as a people have to recognize who those people are, get behind them.
Uplift.
Don't allow the system or the things that are creating the problems to destroy them. And we can't sit back and continue, because they're ultimately destroying our future.
They are. And we got to Voltron that. So when you see people who fighting, like I said, like Aisha Carr, who called out certain things, we have to make sure that we uplift, empower, and continue to stand 10 toes down for what's righteous. It's our turn. So salute to the people, because we have the power. It's our turn to do it, and I think we're going to do a damn good job so the next generations can have at least something to stand on, because we ain't got nothing right now.
Get engaged. Get involved. Be about that action. That's what we about. Getting involved.
All facts.
So we ain't deceived by people. Tricked, duped. Those days are over.
It's a wrap.
It's our time now. Hey, I appreciate you for being on the front lines, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, salute.
As usual, we got a lot of work to do.
Let's get it.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, look for 1 to 4. Let's get it. All right, Queen.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, it's never been a better time to commit yourself to bettering your own community and not let ideas come into play that don't benefit you in the long run. Look in the mirror. That's that superhero right there.
Hey.
That's the person that's going to turn it around. That person in the mirror. Hey, look, I love you. Be safe. Dr. Ken Harris up next.